Food insecurity affects 18 million American households and simply means that they have trouble providing food for their families. And that number has been rising in recent years. CBS News contributor Jamie Wax met a man who knows all about feeling hungry and has helped ease that insecurity in a place that you might not expect.
Do you remember the first time you ever walked into this library?
Absolutely.
When Brad Rubendale goes to the library.
And then I would always go into the cafe because it was empty at the time.
It isn't just for the books. He's mostly thinking about food. He's the former CEO of Same Café, which, thanks to Rubendale, serves up lunch in the library in downtown Toledo, Ohio.
The connection to the people that are in need of our mission but would also love the mission, that I think libraries and Same Café just make a really good partnership.
SAME is an acronym, so all may eat.
Do you want a cookie?
It's a participation restaurant. The chalkboard in front spells it out. You can get food in exchange for a half an hour of volunteering. You can use money, whatever you can afford. Or you can swap fresh produce for a meal.
Here in Toledo, it's about a third of people that volunteer their time in exchange for the meal, and 2/3 will give some kind of monetary donation, and then a few will hand us produce for it. We build relationships with the local farms and gardens to get the bulk of our produce.
It's a place where anyone can eat.
Pretty good.
And everyone gets treated as an equal.
Every type of person comes, families come, business folks come, folks needing resources or services come, so it really is a community hub.
The first nonprofit Same Café was opened in 2007 in Denver. It was the brainchild of Libby and Brad Berkey, wanting to provide a healthy, fresh meal to anyone who wanted or needed it. Their model has inspired others, like rock star John Bon Jovi's Soul Kitchen. But Brad Rubendale wanted to expand into spaces where the people who needed the cafe the most can often be found.
Libraries are one of the last vestiges of any place that's truly public space. No one can be kicked out of a library for being poor.
For Rubendale, it's a full circle moment.
I got involved when I was homeless myself.
Yes, Rubendale was once homeless. He had been forced out of his job as a pastor.
I had lost access to food. I went to the Same Café in Denver.
And when he came out as gay, he says he lost his friends, his support, everything.
I was in 13 years of conversion therapy, trying to change my sexual orientation. And so I reached a point where I was ready to kill myself, and decided instead I'd rather be gay and out and lost everything.
Living out of his car, Rubendale says he experienced his worst fears. Same Café became a lifeline.
I would put on my fancy clothes and I'd go into Same Café and say things like, "I've heard about your mission," and then I'd quietly put $1 in because I didn't want to have to tell my trauma to be able to get access to the resource.
This place is about healthy food, about atmosphere, but it's also about dignity.
Yeah, I think everyone that runs a nonprofit should have been in need of that service. We don't want to have someone greeting you at the door saying, "Tell me about your story, do you deserve this?"
That's why the food at Same Café isn't a handout. The price is some kind of participation. It's all part of helping patrons maintain that dignity.
I think Same Café is one of those beautiful places where people can find help for themselves. I don't believe in helping people. The only way that people get help is when they help themselves.
Wow.
That was powerful, Jamie.
Yeah, it is powerful.
It is powerful, and the dignity that he talks about is really true because you're not just there for a handout, you're participating.
Yes.
Yeah, and community is so important. And as you point out, you have people from very different walks of life sitting side by side, all chipping in their own way.
Absolutely. I'm not kidding you. When I was there, I went a day early so that I could observe, as we often do.
Yeah.
And there were tables of ladies for lunch with, nice purses and dressed nicely.
With designer bags.
Yes, and then right next to them are people who are homeless, and everybody interacting, everybody either giving money, giving produce, or working in the kitchen for their meal.
It does remind me of the John Bon Jovi model, too.
Yeah, yes.
You mentioned that in the piece. And the food is good, too.
It's delicious. I mean, that's the key.
That's one of the first things I noticed.
Fresh, chef-driven food, and that's what everybody wants, and that's what everyone gets.
And everybody deserves.
That's right, everyone deserves.
That's cool. Jamie, thank you very much. Appreciate it.